Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So I seen this game played recently, or I guess it's been a while, and it looked interesting, so I thought I would pick it up. This game right now is out on Steam. It came out on April 15th of 2021, and it is for sale right now. Not really for sale, but it's not on sale, but it is $25. It is in early access, as you can see right here. So we're gonna go ahead and do a new game here, and I like to use this name for my company name. My fiance, soon-to-be wife, Jenny, and then my daughter Megan. So I'm gonna go tutorial off. I'm gonna go with this for the seed. I used that before and it was a good seed, so I'm going to use that one again. And I'm going to go easy on these. Probably don't need to, but I'll go with that. Okay. So this game is basically just like, it's very similar to Transport Fever type game, where you're not really building a city. The city will eventually grow. You don't really have control over that, but you're just handling the transportation between cities and between resources. So basically, you start off and you have these territories. You've got like wood here, and you've got I like the mountains here. It's really cool. So you have iron ore, and you have coal. You got this nice beach area. Now these here areas you have to purchase in order to build in them. Now I've never actually purchased them. I just played this a little bit. As you see, I had a save game earlier there. I never did get to the point where I could expand into these areas, because it does cost quite a bit. If you click on it, unlock it for $851,000. Some of these get up to over $1 million to get this territory. So it gets pretty expensive. Most of them are over $1 million. So we're going to go ahead and start. This is going to be our town here, our main town kind of. So we're going to go ahead and start with this. So the first thing you want to do is, this town requires iron ore, and there's an iron ore deposit right here, and also this town right here also requires iron ore. So we're going to build a plant right there, a mining facility. Iron mine. We're gonna mine this ore, and we're going to connect the two cities together. And that's going to start our infrastructure. So we built the iron mine. I'm actually going to build a couple of them. Now you notice, if you click on logistics, you can see the area of influence. Okay. If you put the building within that influence, then it will transport. So if I put a station here, for example, and you click on hit R to rotate, you can see that this is close enough within those buildings. Now, if I head out to the range, those buildings are no longer blue. That means that they're not in that range. So as long as they're in that range, then the iron from these two mines will be deposited in this station. So cities will grow. Like, there's 147 people in this town right now, and there's 188 in this one right here. So the cities will grow over time, as long as you're meeting their needs. And I forgot the game that it's like, but if you put down a building, for example, like I'm going to put a another station in this town so I can link these two together. So if I put it right here, watch how the houses it takes the houses away, see? So that's the only way that you can really affect the city, is by putting down houses or putting down buildings, and it will take out the houses to accommodate your building there. So I'm going to, let's see, it looks like I can link it right here. Actually, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to build it here. Like that. And then I'm going to actually come out like this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, shoot. Alright. There we go. Okay. I'm going to come back around. The roads are kind of weird in this game. There we go, that works. So they can kind of turn around. So we're going to get trucks going. We're going to start with, let's link the roads together here. Oh, shoot. Let me do that. Let me take this out. Let me try putting the road in there first. There you go, that works. See, it always adds a little bit of a curve to it when you're trying to build a road. Okay, it kind of does its own thing. Alright, let me see here. So, and then, just like I said, it's just like Transport Tycoon, or Transport Fever. So now I gotta build a garage. This is gonna be where our trucks are gonna be coming from. We're gonna buy a truck that can haul iron ore. I'll buy it for $26,600. And then we're going to plan a route. We're going to add a stop. So we're going to get the ore from here. We're going to load. And we don't have a station in this area yet. So we're going to put the station here. I hope. Let's see. Okay, that works. Okay, nice little turnaround. I always have to let the turnaround to make it nicer. Alright, so now we're going to add a stop. We're going to drop it off here, and we're going to unload. I'm going to save that route. Now, I wish that you could actually, you know, like on Transport Fever, you can create the route, and you can just add more vehicles. You can just assign that route to those vehicles. But in this game, you can't really do that. There's no way to just create a route and assign that route to multiple vehicles. But what you can do is, now that that truck's out, I can pause it here, and I can copy this truck. it'll purchase the truck, and then it'll copy the route. So we're going to get about 5 trucks. So we got 4, 5, and now those vehicles all have that same route. See? We're going to release them all. Not sure why they're going that way first, but we're going to give them a turnaround here. Okay. Now we're going to add more trucks. And this time we're going to pick up here. And we're going to take it here. And unload. Okay. Save that. We're going to release that truck. And we're going to copy. 3, 4, 5. Release all trucks. Alright, so now we got 10 trucks. We got 5 for each route right now. Alright, they're going to start loading up. That's kind of funny. They have that nice big old truck, and they can only hold 5 units. But they're going to get loaded up. First drop off here. First supply of iron ore. Okay. Alright, and we are starting our infrastructure here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give me a lab so I can start doing research. Now, it's important to have these labs by a drop-off point like this, because at first kind of weird how that circle is past, it's extending up to that tree right there, but yet it still shows, like right here, it still shows the building in blue. So, but we're gonna go ahead and put it right here, because see, these labs, you do research on these labs, and eventually these labs will require materials as well as money to continue the research. So we're going to go ahead and start the manufacturing. We're going to get conveyor belts with this one. So see, it takes 1,850 credits or dollars, and it goes through and does the research, and the guy has to do 45 passes, and it'll be completed. And then the next one will require some resources. Alright, so we're not turning a profit now, as we're down over $600,000, but we're just getting started, and we're putting some buildings up right now to trying to get started here on our infrastructure. So naturally we're going to be losing money at first. So this town, they want lumber and they want coal. There's wood up there and there's coal up here, so we can sort of. This town also wants iron ore. But let's start doing we're gonna do a sawmill. And then I'm going to eventually do coal pretty soon too. We're going to start with that. In the tutorial it says to put the garages closer to the mine, but I mean I guess it kind of makes sense, but it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, so these trucks have to do lumber, so we gotta get one of these trucks right here. These are a little bit more money. Hold on, we gotta add the station down here. So I put it right here like this. It's going to take out some buildings, but well, that's okay. We can build more than one. Alright, so now we're gonna pick up here, we're gonna load, and then we're going to unload here. Save that route, and we're going to go ahead and send him on his way. We're going to create we're going to have at least 4 trucks anyway. Oops. Hold still, will you? Okay. Release them all. Alright, so now we got a supply line of lumber going to that town. How are we doing on our research here? It's coming along. Okay. All right, got our first delivery of wood. So eventually you can get research where you can refine these things. Like you could take the iron ore, you can make it, you can smelt them into ingots. You can make these into planks, or I think beams and stuff like that. So now this is my second play. I played it for a little while the first time, just kind of get a feel for it, and I didn't get that far into it. I got to the point where I was making planks, and that was it. And I was making some iron ingots. That was as far as I got. And I thought I would do a video and do a restart, a new game. So let's see, we're gonna go ahead and speed time up a little bit. So eventually, as you, like right now, I don't quite understand how these things work. Like it shows a demand of 20. That's how many, and they've delivered 25 now, wood. Now it says end storage is 5, then it goes back, and it takes it out of here and puts it over here. I don't quite understand how this works. If you keep on bringing in resources, right now it says that the rate is awful. So if you click on this, it says demand cannot upgrade to the next level because its satisfaction is less than good. So as long as you keep this up, then this will level up. I do know that much. So I don't understand why it says demand is 40 and this keeps on increasing, and eventually this will drop down. So maybe it has to do with this bar. Like that one, yeah, maybe 135 would be to the top right here. So it was awful, now this is bad. So let's get actually another truck. So we'll have 5 now. And then once you get that status to good, then this will level up. and then it will eventually, it'll say that that there's no longer a demand, and that the demand for this particular resource has decreased. Or sometimes if the city starts to expand, it'll say that it requires more. So this, now if you want to go to the logistics, it tells you, has a little connecting dotted dash line here, tells you that it's connected to that building. So this is the station here, and then it tells you who the owner of the building is. I'm not sure why they implemented that, but so the owner of this building is Christopher Hansen. It's delivered 110 wood to that building, and it's earned $33,700. So now it's average. So I think this number here corresponds to these numbers down here. I believe that's correct. But then again, it's delivered 125, and that doesn't match with this. So I don't really know how these numbers are figured in. Now, when I was playing this before our research is done, I was thinking it'd be certainly nice because eventually it'll tell you, truck whatever number, truck number 50 or whatever is not making a profit, hasn't made a profit in the last 30 days. I'm thinking, it would be nice if you could, get a listing of all your trucks. And I realized that there actually is right down here. You can bring this up. This is your fleet. Tells you your trucks, your trains. So I'm thinking that, all there is just trucks and trains in this game. You don't have like ships or planes in this one, but maybe eventually they will. So this shows you how much they've earned, their costs, their running costs, and it tells you what they're hauling. And you can click on it and bring it up, and it shows you their route. So, and then you can click on the thing. You can click on this one, it'll bring it right to it. You can take a ride. You have it skip the current order. You have to go to the garage, shoot the horn, or you can mute the unprofitable notifications. So if you don't want it to notify you every time it's not profitable, you can turn that off. Now, there is one thing that I haven't discovered, that whenever it tells you, because eventually these cities will require a certain commodity. And then, like, say for example, this coal right here. Now, if this city does not get this coal in a certain amount of time, then it will be on the verge of going bankrupt. This particular building will go bankrupt, because this heating plant will go bankrupt because it's not getting the commodity that it requires. And then it'll say on the bottom here, this will be in red, and it'll say that this building has, you got so many days to get resources to this building before it goes bankrupt. It'd be nice if you could pull up a list of all the cities that are on the verge of going bankrupt, so you have a rundown of what's what, and you can say, okay, I need to work on getting that, getting some resources for that building so it doesn't go out, doesn't go bankrupt. Let's go ahead and do our next research here. So we're going to go ahead and we can do iron smelting, that will give us, obviously, iron smelting. You can do iron ingots, iron bars. And then it will unlock copper smelting, steel, metal fabrication. The wood processing, we can do planks and beams. Gasoline, this will give us new improved trucks. Now, manufacturing 1 gave us the conveyors. I wish that manufacturing 2 would give us better conveyors, because the conveyors move really slow. Mining, this will give us copper mine, stone quarry, and sand quarry. Rails, so we got maybe better rails, I don't know. We got depot 2, freight station 2, passenger station 2, and beam bridge. Roads, gives us upgraded garages and freight stations, double bus stops, steam engine. So again, this is how we can get better trains. Storages, this will increase our large warehouse 2 and warehouse 2, and research, laboratory 2. So this probably maybe does research faster. I'm not really sure. I never got any of this. I never got that far into the research, but I think my next one is going to be iron smelting. Now, you can build more than one laboratory. Like last time I put one in a different town over here. So I'm assuming you could probably put them in the same town, and you can have them. Research 2 different things at a time. Now, I have actually had them research the same thing. They were actually researching the same thing. I don't actually know if it was making it faster, depending on if they can get resources. If they're both able to get the same resources in at a good, steady pace, then I would imagine that would probably make it faster. So this flashing button down here is our headquarters. You can put our headquarters in. So we'll go ahead and do that. So this is where we're going to live. I'm going to put it by the beach area here. Well, that beach area is not owned by us, but this one over here is. So put it right there. That's Jenny Mag. Okay, our headquarters. Oh, okay, so we got a loan. Upgrade, 3.2 million value required. Oh, huh. So if you upgrade this, we get increases the prices. That's interesting. I didn't realize you could upgrade this. So we got 15 trucks. So our local price is 110%. If we get to level 2, it's 115%. Increase time here. Let's work on coal. Eventually this town right here wants coal right now. Eventually that's going to go out if we don't do anything about it. So we don't want that to happen. We'll build a coal mine. Right there. There's also one in this area too, but that's not. We can't build in that region right now. Okay. Alright. So that one's linked down there now, so we can go ahead and... Oh wait, is that close enough to that one though? No, it's not. So we gotta build another station over here so we can bring it to the heating plant. Add another garage. Load here, and we're going to unload down here. Save. Go ahead and dispatch him. I'm going to pause it here so I can copy him a few times. Oops, misclicked. Oh, not enough money. Oh boy, okay. I guess we'll just start with 3 of them, huh? Some more money. See, now business has difficulties with supply. Dallas now accepts less coal. Well, we just started getting in. Getting coal in here. The problem with the supply. Well, we just now got a supply route to that town for the coal. It's going to be awful for a while until we can get a truck or two. It's not going to be real good, real efficient. So, I'd like to get some feedback on if you guys want to see longer videos or shorter videos. I tend to play a game for about an hour and then put out a video on it. And I noticed that my videos have not been the watch time has been lower. So I just want to make sure that I don't want to make them too long. So if you guys want to give me some feedback on that, if you want to see like half an hour videos, but it really is kind of difficult in a game like this to make any kind of progress in half an hour. But if you guys want to see shorter videos, I will go ahead and do that. And it's nice because this game's got day and night cycles as well. All the lights come on in the buildings. Pretty cool. Now this game is not, obviously it's not the best graphics out there, but it gets the job done. It's called Voxel Tycoon, so you got these voxel graphics, like kind of like Minecraft, but it does, it's not superior graphics, but it's still lovely. I do like the look of it, I think it looks nice. And a game like this would still be playable on a lower end computer, so you wouldn't have to have a very high end computer to play a game like this, which is also a nice touch, a nice thing. So this game should run fairly well on a laptop, for example, that it's got less graphical capabilities. Alright, so now notice how we're doing iron smelting. So see how it takes iron ore as well. Now luckily we've already got iron ore coming into this town, so it doesn't have a problem getting that iron ore in. It's able to continue the research. Eventually, whatever we do research on, it'll require a certain kind of resource, and we'll have to figure out a way to bring that resource into the laboratory, either by way of trucks, or trains, or conveyors. We do have a conveyor system now, so we can lay a conveyor down. This allows you to flip it, so if it's going the wrong direction on the conveyor, you can flip it. This clears it. I think it just deletes them, I'm not really sure. And then you got conveyor devices. The only thing I've seen so far is the filter and the connector. And you can even terraform in this game too. Large warehouse. I didn't realize we had the large warehouse now. Okay. So that's the difference here. We got loading time is so the same speed. I mean, obviously one's going to be bigger than the other one. Probably can store more resources. I'm surprised it doesn't tell you that though. So, a little more information on these buildings would be nice. Like, why would I want to spend the extra money to buy this warehouse over this one? I mean, there's got to be a reason. Obviously, this warehouse is probably bigger. The loading speeds and unloading speeds are the same. But, I mean, obviously, the larger warehouse is going to be bigger and store more resources. But it would be nice to know the numbers, to make it so I want to help me determine if it's going to be worth doing that or not. Alright, we're going at maximum speed here. So let's see, we're going to build another laboratory over here. And let's see what else we can research. Now we can probably research something that's got coal because, oh no, I'm sorry, this is the wrong town. Huh. I should have put it over here. This has got the lumber and coal. And I suppose if I destroy it, it's not going to give me the full refund. Yeah. I'm going to lose about 40,000 credits. Well, I could put one over here also. I didn't really want to build another laboratory right now, a third one, but I suppose I can do that. Okay. So this one we're going to have do wood processing because it got wood right in here in this area. So we're going to have him do wood processing. Alright, new point of sale. Lubbock now accepts coal. So now this town requires coal. The only thing about this is that, like this laboratory, now requires 5 lumber to research. Now, if a truck comes in and brings in some lumber, like I brought in 3 of them, because 2 of them went to this town here, this building right here. So then the next truck comes in. Now, it's not really wasting it because it is going to this other building, but in some cases, I think it does kind of, well, I guess no, not really, because if it didn't have this other building requiring that resource, then all 5 of those lumber pieces would be going to that research. So it'd be nice if you had a better way to control these buildings, because, like, it would be nice if I could just set this thing, and I could say, I want you to bring in, like, say, for every load bring in 2, or every load bring in 3 or 4, or if I could pause this or turn this building off temporarily. That would be nice. That'd be a nice addition to see, I think. So developers, if you're listening, it'd be nice to see that. We're getting a nice profit. So I'm gonna see about getting another truck or 2 here for this thing. I'm gonna pause this. Okay. That'll increase our efficiency on the coal. So I wonder if there's anything I can have this one here do. Iron smelting was done. Circuits. So yeah, every one of these other researches requires a commodity. We just got iron ore in this one. We'll do gasoline engine too. Give us different trucks, because this one here does have a supply of iron ore coming into it already. I guess that's one way you can do that, is just build multiple labs if you don't want to transport the resources. It is kind of expensive doing it that way because of the fact that these buildings cost almost $100,000. So we don't really have anything for this one to do right now. And conveyors are different because you can't just take a conveyor from this building, I don't believe. It has to actually be... Okay. Yeah, it can. Okay, this is a storage building. But you can't have it come from here, for example. Or to here. You have to... It should be attached to storage. So this is a type of storage building. Or a warehouse. But... For example, the warehouses, now this might be where the different warehouses, the warehouse 2 comes into play, is when you build a warehouse, you can only have that warehouse store one commodity at a time, one resource. You can change it whenever you want to, but it's only going to be able to restore one resource. Like if I set it to, I want to just bring in coal, for example, store coal, then I can't have it set for coal and lumber, coal and wood. So it if you filter it, you're only going to be able to filter one thing. Now, possibly if you didn't filter it, maybe it'll let you store whatever, anything. But chances are you're going to be building the warehouses, and you're going to want it to store certain kinds of resources only. But you may want to have it store more than one type. And I found that you can't do that. So maybe, like I said, maybe the warehouse 2 you can. I don't know. Or possibly even the larger warehouse might be able to do that. Like I said, it'd be nice to know more information about these buildings, the differences. Alright folks, that is going to do it for me on this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.